Welcome to another Greater One video review. Today we're going to talk about the 4.3 inch multimedia player from Greater One. On top here you have your increase decrease volume, your power button, standby button, and your menu button. On the back you have a loudspeaker and a digital camera, video camera. On the side you have a microphone reset button, and on the other side you have your standard 3.5mm headphone jack, composite video out, standard USB connection, mini HDMI output, and a Microsd expansion slot. Go ahead and turn it on. This is your home menu. You have your standard icons over here that cannot be moved. You have your applications, music, video, settings, and photo. And on the left here you can toggle this up and down, and then to open up the application just touch it and drag it and drop it onto your home screen. This particular application allows you to change your background, and you can even set your JPEG photo for your background if you want to use a JPEG photo for your background. You have a clock, calculator, stopwatch, calendar, FM radio, and for the FM radio you need to plug in your headphones or an auxiliary out to external speakers for your antenna. Go ahead to our music player. I got this particular mp3 file from Amazon, mp3.com, and I recommend using them. It's compatible with their service, and it gives you the album art, gives you all the information, the artist, album, and genre. A/B function, you can make a sound bite, you can advance to the next track or go back. Here you can play in different orders. With repeat modes and shuffle modes. And you can move the song within the timeline. And in your settings icon, you can add it to a playlist. You have 5 different playlists you can make. You can delete the song. You can add a tag which brings you back to a certain spot wherever you tag it in that song. And you can rate it, and a fade in, fade out feature. Press the Equalizer, it'll bring up your .lrc files if you have one. This particular song doesn't have one, but if you have a .lrc file, same name as your mp3 file, it does have that function. And go back to the previous menu, just press the back arrow. You can select your songs from all your music, artist, album, genre, and in your album you can, if you have the album art, you can see it here and cycle through this way. If you have more files, you can do it on the right side too. And my music knows your playlist, and you can go to your directory file. And you have a record list, tag list, ratings list, and you can search for a song you need to search for it. Press the home button there. Then you got videos, plays AVI, mp4, RMVB, RM, and several other different formats. I like the AVI format. In this particular one, press here. See, the resolution is 400 by 240, file size 16 megabytes, frame rate 30 frames per second, bit rate 1422 kilobytes per second, and file format is AVI. And you can see it's pretty good. You can pause the video here, go to the next track, go to the previous track, delete the file, add a tag to go back to a certain spot in the video, and you can play, you can shuffle, play, or repeat, etc. You can also change the screen aspect, screen size, full screen, scale at original size. And if you have subtitles, you can select subtitles. And to go back to the home screen, just press the home icon. Some of the games you use your arrow keys over here, and this is sometimes used as an enter button, but most of them are just touchscreen. This one, you try to catch the fish, and the more fish you catch, the bigger you get, so the bigger fish you can go after. But if you get hit by one of the bigger fish, you lose your turn. But there's a lot of games here to play. You have your settings. You can adjust your backlight brightness. Backlight time, for the backlight to go off. If you're listening to music, you can have the backlight go off automatically. To adjust that, you just has to be on, and then you just select whatever time you want. Power save. If the player is left idle for a while, depending on your time, then it'll automatically shut it off, save the battery. And again, it has to be selected on to change those settings. And you have a sleep time. You can play media for a certain amount of minutes or hours and have it automatically shut off. You can set your date and time there. As the TV out function, HDMI, you just plug it into your monitor and press HDMI, but you got to make sure you press off to go back to the player after you're finished playing it through your monitor. Otherwise, you'll probably have a blank screen. And there are several different languages to select from. And you have a reset. I don't recommend selecting this. If you select format internal memory, ruin the player. So I really don't recommend using that. And device shows up what media you have on there, how much music, videos, pictures, etc. And it has a stopwatch and a calculator. And just remember, you can't select from here. You have to press it and then drag it onto your desktop, and then you can open the application. This particular widget allows you to play your music without actually going to your music menu. And you have photos. You can delete and press here to add this to your desktop so you can select it as a desktop photo. You can play a slideshow, and you can turn the picture, zoom in, zoom out, and that shows you different slide effects, slide interval, screen size, information, etc. You can even bring the widget, music widget application onto your photo. That's about it. That's the 4.3-inch touchscreen multimedia player with HDMI video out from Greater One